Hey, good evening, everyone, and welcome to NPower's Advanced Training Programs graduation event. My name is Nelson Abbott. I am the Director of Advanced Training Programs, and I'm very excited that you're all joining us this evening. Traditionally, we hold our cloud graduation in late January, but due to scheduling conflicts and COVID, we were not able to celebrate the 2019 classes. Over the past year, our team has been preoccupied with the transition to a virtual model and our national rollout to serve alumni from all of our regions. So tonight is particularly special as we are celebrating not one, but 7 cohorts of advanced trainees. Additionally, this is our first combined cyber and cloud graduation event. So moving on with tonight's program, I'd like to introduce our commencement speaker, Jessica Cowle. Jessica is a talent acquisition specialist at Logicworks, and Logicworks has been a staunch supporter of our cloud program since we launched back in 2018. They've been coming to visit our trainees to share their knowledge and expertise, and they've hired several of our alumni over the years as well. So we are thrilled to have her with us tonight. Take it away, Jessica.
Thank you so much, Nelson. Dear graduates, families, friends, and faculty at NPower, I'm so excited to celebrate with y'all who have successfully completed the program in 2019 through 2021. You all have put in the time and effort in order to take a step into the future of your dream technology careers. If you have received a job offer because of the completion of the program, congratulations. If you have just graduated and are actively applying for your first full-time technical position, enjoy the process. My name is Jessica Cowle. I'm the Talent Acquisition Specialist at Logicworks. For those of you that are unaware, the Logicworks team has been speaking at the NPower Cloud Computing courses every semester since 2019. Our Network Operations Center team and a few of our engineers discuss with the students who we are, the types of roles that we offer to students who have earned their Cloud Practitioner and AWS Solutions Architect certifications, and the career paths that we have set up at the company. At Logicworks, one of our core values is to grow our tie. We take that quite literally when it comes to promotions and climbing our career ladders. I began working at Logicworks and as a marketing intern right after graduating from college with an American history degree. I was in the middle of earning my master's degree and thought that I wanted to go down the digital marketing path, possibly working for makeup or maybe fashion companies. I had no idea that I would ever end up in the information technology industry. During my first year in the marketing department, I found that marketing wasn't really a great fit for me. And my first thought was, is this what it's going to be for the rest of my life? Because changing fields feels nearly impossible. I decided to do what many of you have chosen to do, and I changed career paths completely. So I decided to switch over to the people team and move into a recruiting role. I'm pleased to say that this is one of the best decisions that I have ever made, and I'm thriving in this role. Another one of Logicworks' core values is to embrace change. And though change might be intimidating, it's that leap of faith that helps us keep going. Change doesn't always mean chaos. Whitney Wolfe Herd is one of the most influential founders in today's technology industry. She spearheaded Bumble, a social and dating app, launched in 2014, and turned it into one of the most leading dating apps in the industry. In 2020, the app generated over $360.5 million in revenue. And because of her determination and drive, she was named one of 2017 and 2018 Forbes Under 30, and in 2018, she was named on the Time 100 list. As a leading woman in technology industry, she had to overcome many obstacles to get where she needed to be. She advises everyone who is aspiring for their dream job to have a dream, chase it down, jump over every single hurdle, and run through fire and ice to get there. As you know, this is true with almost every industry that you wish to sign in. Having a dream isn't enough to get you where you need to be, but taking that first step in the right direction is sometimes the hardest part. You all decided to embark on your journeys and earned certifications to better your chances to getting your feet in the door for a technology role that all of you put in the work, showing up to class even after a long day, that you can learn from the best instructors. NPower has valuable credibility in this field. Hiring managers see that you have the certifications and skill set, but also that you've graduated from NPower and you've acquired the many hours of practice that go with that certification. The knowledge that NPower has given you will last a lifetime. When you begin a new role, NPower alumni can show up with the knowledge and skills that this program has given you, and you can begin to work without having to relearn on the job. At Logicworks, I've seen many candidates who have applied for the same positions, but didn't take the steps that you did in order to advance your careers. NPower alumni stand out because we at Logicworks know that they have the cloud practitioner or solutions architect certification to succeed on our cloud operations team. I've seen impactful connections come from the Logicworks team speaking at the NPower classes, and our hiring managers keeping in touch with the next generation of cloud engineers. Because of these strong connections, Logicworks has hired 4 graduates onto our team. I look forward to watching you all grow in your respective roles and flourish in this career. Remember, as Wolfe Herd said, chase down your dream, jump over every hurdle to get to the final destination. You have all completed the first step in the right direction towards your dreams in the technology, and the future is so bright for all of you. The industry is quickly growing and the market for jobs is hot. I believe that you all will be able to find your dream job if you keep up your studies, practice your skills, and nail the next interview. To the next generation of technical professionals, congratulations and good luck. Nelson, I'll switch it back to you.
Thanks, Jessica. Really appreciate that. All right, so next up we have our class speakers. First representing our cloud computing program is David Mendez. David.
Hey, everybody. Dave Mendez here, as Nelson said. So I graduated NPower 11 years ago, and I believe to the date I graduated, this date 11 years ago. And when I came to NPower, I believe it was my last chance to really show what I was made of. Like maybe many of you were trying to figure out what you wanted to do in life. Was college the right course of action? Maybe you wanted to get some experience. I was there just like you guys. I even went to Job Corps way upstate in Cassadaga, New York. If you're unfamiliar with where that is, that's just across Lake Erie, all the way upstate New York, and you can see Canada from right across the lake. I thought I had a good thing going as a CVS pharmacy technician. I think that's where I was finding myself until $34.63 went missing. And what does that mean? Since I was the only one there at the time, it appeared that I, stole some money. That wasn't the case. I got sent home immediately, and I grew up in a family that, was very strict against things like that. They thought that I stole, and I found myself out in the street because, parents couldn't bear to see that their kid was a thief. Let me tell you, I didn't steal anything. So while I was looking for another option, I happened to find NPower. In downtown Brooklyn. I saw the poster up there, and I said, I got to apply to this. Keep in mind, I was living out in the streets of Coney Island. Ironically, I live out here now in a condo, just to show the journey that I've had. I was living in a abandoned basement. Well, that's where I found shelter. My roommate was a possum, seriously. And if I ate, it was because my girlfriend fed me. Or if I showered, it was because I was able to shower at her place, and so on. Now we're married and have a baby. So I found NPower, and I went through it all just like you guys did all those years ago. And my first internship was out of Depository Trust and Clearing Corporation. I started as an intern. I was doing all of the work nobody wanted. I was doing all kinds of things that you guys just would think is beneath you. But at the same time, that's the kind of work that would show your character. If you were to take yourself in these situations and do the best that you can do, like I replaced that mouse with pride, or I replaced that keyboard with pride. That's everything I did to the best of my ability. Shortly after, my manager and the people that I worked with saw the kind of work ethic that I had, and I was promptly hired to work as a contractor at DTCC. Fast forward to recently, well, not fast forward so much. As I was going to start my new job at DTCC, I got a call from Job Corps, and they said that the investigation had concluded, and they saw that it wasn't me who stole the money, and offered another opportunity. I declined, and I was good at DTCC. Sorry. So fast forward to now. I recently just finished working at a place called Antares Capital, which is a private equity who was 100% integrated into the cloud. Naturally, during COVID, we were in the best situation ever to just work from home. And at that point in time, that's when I got a call from NPower and said, hey, we have these cloud courses in AWS. Where I was working was Microsoft Azure, two completely different cloud infrastructures. So what did I do? I said, all right, well, I know Microsoft. Let me go learn AWS. Now I'm certified, and now with that certification, I managed to use that certification to leverage a better position for myself at another place called Edge Technology Group. And what they do is they help these companies who are still stuck in the past and would like to move over to their cloud and begin that cost savings initiative, which is something I also held with Antares Capital to bring our costs down in the cloud. If there's anything that you take away from this speech, it's really just don't stop grinding. I was there. I'm with you guys. There's going to be times where you don't know what the heck you're doing, except that you have to keep waking up and doing something. So if there's anything that you take from this speech, just remember that yesterday's touchdowns don't win today's football games. You'll know what that means in due time. Back to Nelson.
Awesome. Thanks, David. Appreciate you sharing that. All right, and last but not least, coming from our cybersecurity program is Jena May Batong. Jena.
Thank you, Mr. Nelson. Hello, everyone. It is a great honor and pleasure to speak here in front of you in behalf of the Cybersecurity Spring 2021 cohort. My name is Jena May Batong from NPower, New Jersey. Before I met NPower, I was just an immigrant housewife who came to this country about 3 years ago with little to no expectation at all that I would ever pick up my profession in this country. I have a degree in IT back in my home country, in the Philippines, but I never really pursued a career path. Not until I met NPower that I came to realize that perhaps my dream of working the IT career in the US could come true. My unpowered journey started when I joined Tech Fundamentals last fall 2020. With much excitement and nervousness, I came in the first week ready and excited, but before the actual classes even started, I fell ill. This was the first bump in the road that I experienced. Friday night of that first week, I was rushed to the emergency room and was diagnosed with inflamed gallbladder. Doctor did the surgery that Saturday morning, and I rested until I was ready to be discharged that Sunday. Monday, I was back in class. It was just a great blessing for me that classes turned virtual last year, and I was able to just sit here in my little corner and endure a little discomfort for a few hours. The classes were awesome, and I must admit I still learned a lot, given the fact that I knew the basics already. The hands-on exercises brought me so much thrill, and I knew those were the skills that would come in handy if I were to continue this career path. When I finished fundamental program, I was open to the opportunity to join the cyber program. I pushed it aside for a while and waited for a chance to get a job first. This was like the second bump in the road. When all of my classmates were being placed in the jobs that they like, something in the back of my mind was keeping me from taking help desk jobs. I guess it's a blessing in disguise that I couldn't find a job that I wanted back then. So I joined the cyber program spring 2021 the last minute, and I got in. It's funny how I thought that I knew a lot about cybersecurity back then, but when the classes ended, I was amazed at how little I actually knew. The pen testing labs were so amazing that it rekindled this childhood fantasy of mine of doing hacking for life. And I never realized until this class that there are so many branches of cybersecurity that I could actually pursue. Thankfully, though, I passed Security Plus with the help of my amazing instructors. And with COVID-19 still in the air, I feel blessed enough to land a paid internship with Ocean Spray Cranberries Inc., where I work remotely under the director and manager of the InfoSec department. This partnership with NPower opened me up to the broad world of cybersecurity along with its governance side. It was nerve-wracking, to say the least, because I was thrown into this governance and compliance sector when I still have little hands-on experience with cyber. But I am learning a lot, and I don't know where the life would take me after this internship, but I will always be grateful to NPower for opening me up to this wonderful opportunity and making me believe that dreams do still come true. And coming from an immigrant with no professional connection here, that says a lot. And if there's one thing I learned throughout my NPower experience is that patience, persistence, and a whole lot of optimism are virtues worth having. If I rushed in and took a job just for the sake of it, I wouldn't be here right now. And if I stopped at the first bump in the road, I wouldn't be here either. The right opportunity, the right job, the right people will come in God's timing and with enough patience, persistence, and optimism. Thank you and God bless us all. Back to you, Mr. Nelson.
Thanks, Jena. All right. At this point of the program, we would normally call out each graduate's name, have them walk across the stage and receive their certificates of completion. Well, obviously, we don't have a stage to walk across tonight, so instead, we created a short video to recognize all of our graduates this evening. So sit back, enjoy, and join us all in celebrating everyone's achievement. Awesome. Well, congrats to all of our graduates over the last 2 years from both cyber and cloud. Thank you again to Jessica and David and Jena for speaking tonight. Thank you to our marketing team, Joanna and Janelle and everyone else for supporting us, Kelsey from StreamYard for helping out with tonight's production. And I would be absolutely remiss if I did not thank my partners in crime, all of the folks on the advanced training team, our social support managers, Corinne Bletz and Alex Geoffrey, our placement managers, Ricky Green and Connie Rios, and of course, our amazing instruction team, Fahad Jabid and Narcissa Herod from Cyber, and Andrew Jung and Devon Cox from Cloud. Fun note, Narcissa, Andrew, and Devon are all alumni of NPower and have been through our cyber and cloud programs as well. So we love to keep in the family here. So in closing, again, thank you to everyone for coming out and celebrating with us tonight, and have a good rest of the evening. Thank you.